Okay, well I guess we open in a jungle. You've been exploring for some time now, and you finally come across this, what you've been looking for and what you've been feeling for probably the last 3 weeks. You've been feeling this pull from your very core. You exit the jungle pathway and you see this massive seaside cliff overlooking the vast ocean of Akun, the continent you're in. Up at the top of this cliff there's just a giant monument to something, and it looks man-made, but also at the same time you've never heard of anything significant or man-made in this area. So you walk up the bluff, up the winding pathway, and you come across this colossal doorway. Do you want to do anything?
A con check?
I remember. We were in Belfold when Phanex assaulted our minds with his advertisement.
Come on down to Jimmy's School for the Magically Inclined People and who want to do magic good and learn more magic stuff.
We had to stop him and headed for the source of the barrage. Jimmy's, a school for magic initiates and sorcerous hopefuls. But gaining entrance was no simple task. In order to draw the attention of the guards, I'd rallied the youthful squatters that were there, hoping to be accepted into the school.
The first 5 to the headmaster's quarters will be offered a place at Jimmy's.
Persuasion check.
My improvised militia crashed against their blockade, but the riot was not without casualties.
This kid comes up, he's like, give me it, I want to get in!
And I'm going to try and convince him to go up there and blow himself up to open the gates, and that I will bring him back.
Blow the mechanism.
As we later learned, our entrance resulted in the expulsion of other students. We bluffed our way to the headmaster's office to discover a blue fragment of the sorcerer Phanex. I called him Jazzman. We were sent to retrieve an artifact in the cave network below the school, and uncovered a settlement of mutant goblins led by a woman named Turak. The artifact was contained within her crown. It was a stone that uttered foul visions of aberrations and void-touched beings. I knew it must be connected to the doorway I had seen. Before long, we found the doorway deeper in the caves. It called to us.
Jorvik, you start to walk towards it because something is attracting you towards this door and calling for your soul to enter it.
But we were ambushed by time-altered beings who claimed to be the very students we expelled. They were quick to blame me for their expulsion and the children who lost their lives in my riot. I dispatched them quickly, but the damage had already been done.
Like,
do you have any idea of what you've done? Do you have any idea of who you've killed for your power struggles?
I will kill whoever I have to.
Who the fuck do you kill?
Ask him!
What's he talking about?
I have killed bandits. I have killed demons.
You know who you meant.
I have killed kids before, and I will kill you if I have to.
He looks up
You've killed kids before.
and he just smiles and he falls back dead.
Mammy revealed his disgust and displeasure at the revelation of my actions.
No, we don't kill kids here. I've seen what killing kids can do. My father killed children. Get out! Get out!
And, in an emotional rage, accidentally focused the power within the ring he was given by Madame Semela, and forced me through the doorway.
You must obey Mammy's command to get out. And the closest exit
There's the doorway.
is the doorway. And the last thing you see of Vadok before he steps backward is his terrified half-orc eyes and a tear streaming down his face as he disappears into the starry night sky of the void. Vadok?
When Mammy says that
No.
as well.
I need you to leave the table.
Oh.
We'll talk about this later. I don't know what's going on. I'm not gonna lose another brother. and I dive through the fucking door.
I need you to leave the table.
Fucking out.
Fuck this shit!
We have to go after them.
Let's do it.
We hold hands and we step forth into the pool.
And all at once, you guys, holding hands, step into the abyss. And I need you both to leave the table. That surrounds you is the night sky. There is no noise and there is no sound, not even from your own voices. You feel nothing but a cold emptiness of the void. You feel your spirit and essence tug in every direction at once. You yell out to scream in panic, but nothing comes out. You reach out for your gods, but they don't respond. You reach out for your patrons, but they remain quiet, and the whispers are no longer. You don't even feel the fire in your blood from their influence. The calls of your family are so deaf to you, but at the same time, it's like they're leaving your mind.
He's like... No, that's good. Keep going. So you go from you.
You liking that? Alright, I'll keep going with that.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
You hear the screams of your family call out, including your dead brother. At the same time, the memories become distant and faded, like they're not yours anymore. It's almost as if you're seeing yourself in third person, witness your life around you, but you're detached in a way that you can almost hold a thread and try and pull it back together. You feel... What do you feel? What does Mammy feel?
You can't speak, it's the void coming.
You feel an unsettling familiarity to this cold, lonely place, and it reminds you of home. Infinite stretching on into the darkness is bringing tears to your eyes as you float helplessly, and one by one, you start to see little glints of light. And Mammy, make a perception check. Fuck. What'd you get?
13.
Yeah, you see the faint light refraction of Chelsea's mithril dress as she is also slowly twisting and turning through the space. She doesn't respond. Nothing comes out of your mouth. Chelsea, make a perception check.
He's like twisted through this place.
Yeah. Some of you are spinning like much faster than others. Like Mammy's pretty much like very slowly twisting and turning. Chelsea's going a lot faster, but there's no gravity here.
That's right, we went through together, didn't we?
Yeah. You guys are like spinning out, Mammy's slowly spinning.
Chelsea's like...
Well, right now we're trying to see what Chelsea sees.
Oh, 11.
Chelsea, you don't see anyone else, but you are clutching with dear life the body of Berta. And Berta is like...
The body of Berta?
No, he's alive.
Oh, okay.
No. Clutching for dear life. The rippling live muscles of Berta.
She's giving him a buzz.
Muscle? You're like, oh.
He's like, well, sitting... No, well, the thing is...
Such broad shoulders.
You're clenching to him and screaming at Berta. No words are coming out. He's panicked. You've never seen him this scared. And he is yelling and freaking out. But it's like he can't see you.
Oh, really? But she can see him?
Yeah, he doesn't register. Yeah, he doesn't register your touches though.
Oh, really?
And he's screaming and writhing and twitching, but nothing you do can calm him or shake him.
Chelsea wants to like try and take his head between her hands and be like...
You do that. What do you say? What do you say with no voice?
Chelsea's just trying to be like...
And he's just like nothing's coming out, and his eyes are starting to like roll back in his head, and the veins are like going towards his pupils. You can see
how
him.
he kills NPCs.
You can see. You can see him breathing though.
Okay.
You can also feel yourself breathing
Yeah.
So-
Does he seem injured or in pain, or is it? Oh, is it?
well,
it's not like a physical kind of
Not-
ailment.
Other than the injuries you've already sustained,
Yeah, it's
no.
terror.
It's
Okay.
he is in complete terror, and it's like he's trapped within himself.
Yeah.
You can see small blisters appearing on his skin.
Oof.
What did you give him?
And his axe is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, that's
The
good.
axe-
Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, it's a cross weapon.
solved.
Yeah.
Yeah, his axe is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, I don't know.
That's no
I
problem.
feel like you're like problem solved. I'm like he's got axes inside him. Like,
Jorvik.
The axe.
he is it.
Jorvik,
That's me.
make a perception check.
That's not good.
Oh, then no, you don't.
It's all blind as shit. We're all blind as shit.
Well, you can see that kind of starry night sky, but it's like
Yeah.
so
like-
far away, and it's only like the light refracting off armor.
Yeah.
12.
12.
Yep.
Jorvik, you see bits of like wood kind of drifting in front of you, and you see just in front of you, they're kind of leading almost in like a breadcrumb trail, and you see something kind of just like going over each one of the stars every now and then, like some kind of figure or.
Can I try and swim towards
You can
it?
absolutely try and swim towards it.
What stroke are you using?
You're kind of in a corkscrew motion at the moment.
Breaststroke. I will.
You want to just like twist your body motion?
Yeah.
Go for it. Do it. Acrobatics check.
Yeah, that's a Raiden move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That is a 20.
20? Fuck yeah, let's get this going. You like twist yourself, and I don't know how you do it.
With
But
my
like
little
you almost
stubby legs.
Yeah, with your little stubby leg, you like worm yourself a little bit forward, and you grab these. So like you know how in space, when-
No.
Never been.
Okay, Mr. Fucking Smart.
You know just when you're in
You know,
No, when
okay,
you're
you know
in space.
you know
That's
in
not happening.
you know in movies when they're in space.
Yeah, when
they-
you're in space.
They alright. They get like pieces of stuff and they kind of put it behind them and jettison themselves forward. So kind of
Yeah.
like that. You're doing that with like the bits of like bark and wood, and then they have like more weight, and they seem to have like a bit of a solid footing. And then you do that, you get closer and closer and closer, and then you see Mammy like just kind of twisting and twirling through the void as well, looking ahead at him at something.
So he doesn't see me see him see me.
What?
Does he see me? Does he see me see him?
He's looking forward. He hasn't noticed you.
I wanna embrace.
Yeah. What's that check? Let's go with no, actually you got a 20. Fuck it, you do it.
Not natural.
Not that. It's a good roll. I'm just getting through it.
Yeah.
Gotta do a fucking orc next.
Heartful.
You jettison yourself off the last piece of bark, and you just like bear hug Mammy's back.
Is this like the tense like docking scene Interstellar but with dwarves instead of spaceships?
Yeah, and you gotta like match the. Jorvik has to like match that rotation, like as he's like going into like bear dock hug.
And
Bear
Matthew
hug dock.
McConaughey's like,
Yeah, man, because in Jorvik, his brain just.
yeah.
Forklift license. He doesn't react. It's like he's a shell of himself almost. He's not like desaturated or like pale or anything.
I want to crawl around his body until I'm face to face with him.
I'm a shell, you can do whatever you want.
I start doing this.
His eyes are like glazed over and his pupils are super dilated, dude.
It's normal, Mammy.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just real fucking high.
Don't-
No, what? Just after 5 minutes of him doing it, I'm like,
He's just
oh,
a
hey,
shell.
man.
Yeah, he's just a shell of himself.
Watch Our Planet on Netflix.
So what do? You like shake
Yeah,
him?
I'm trying to do everything to get him, you know.
Yeah,
his
everything you
attention.
do is not working. Any physical touch, you're yelling like almost directly in his ear, and he's just glazed over.
Well, then I wrap my legs around him like a jujitsu, like
Yeah.
Krav Maga thing.
Yeah.
And I start pulling on the rope that I tied around myself.
Oh.
Does it get to the end? Is it taut? Is it tight? Is it
The
like?
rope is like loosely dangling.
Oh fuck! So I pull it in. Is it like cut?
It's like so cleanly severed. You're not sure what did that.
Alright, well, I'll tie it around Mammy myself, so he's attached to me.
So yeah, you're like a dwarf kind of bowler.
Like the thing that David killed Goliath.
That's a bowler.
Yeah.
A bowler,
That
right?
thing.
Yeah, a bowler.
Yeah.
It's Ebola.
Ebola.
Okay.
He's a baller.
Yeah. So you got
So now he's connected with me.
you're a dwarf bowler. Then what?
I let go, because we're connected.
Yeah. So you just drift in this space together for a bit.
I guess.
Alright.
I know he's with me, I can't see anything else, so...
We'll actually make a perception check.
14.
You see Jace. Just
Does
a
he have
little,
my gun?
just a little bit further ahead.
I use Mammy
Oh.
like that.
All right.
I use his weight to propel us towards...
Make a special
Thanks.
attack. Are you just getting the rope and throwing Mammy and
I'm
then
trying
like...
to use physics.
Momentum.
and-
Yeah, no, I'm
Physics.
into this. I'm so into this.
Science.
Yeah,
Science.
I don't know, what check is that? That's a strength check. I
Whatever
think.
you want, buddy.
Strength check.
You're lucky Jorvik's fucking rich.
Oh! Is that a nat 1?
You're like, you fucking... Oh, I don't know what to do with that.
First one of the season.
A rope burn.
Yeah.
You throw Mammy and it throws around his neck and
Yeah. So you
pulls
try,
the noose.
you try and like throw Mammy, but the rope just like wraps around him and bundles you two together, and you get
Yeah.
stuck together.
I try to wiggle my way out in due time.
Vadok,
Yes.
this is the quietest your mind has ever felt, and it's almost peaceful, but you know something is terribly wrong. So any sense of calm is immediately vanquished.
Vadok thinks he's dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
If he's not hearing anything and he's in a dark eternity, he thinks he's dead.
All right. What would Vadok do if he thinks he's dead? Do you want to do anything?
Arcana check?
Yeah, so you want to like feel the magic of what this thing might be. Like it does feel. This thing is the specific thing that you feel yourself tied to.
Yep.
So yeah, roll an Arcana. 11. Look, that'll do. Look, yeah. From what you can tell, this is the source of it. You can't tell why or how, but something in here is connected to your old self.
Do I feel like anyone else has been here before? Is there like footprints? Can I like investigate?
Yeah, do a little
Investigate?
investigation. So look for some footprints.
And also I want to know if if people have been here recently. Or,
Yeah. So yeah.
Or like, and maybe history check as well.
No, investigation will do that. Like check for tracks and
Yeah.
stuff.
12?
Look, yeah.
Someone's been here?
No one's been here.
Okay.
No one's been here in. Ooh, you can't tell how long.
Fuck, right.
Very little has been.
But I'm getting pulled towards it.
Yeah, something about this you feel in your soul is calling towards it. You feel what's your patron? Where are they on you?
It's like a chain, like a choking chain.
So
It's got like a jewel.
like an amethyst or something in it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You feel your choker start to kind of you feel your choker start to pulse with a bit of magical energy, like it's trying to
Go towards it?
No, to speak to you or something like that.
Okay. Given my experience with it,
Yeah.
does that feel like it's like a go away from this, like a caution, or is it?
No, just kind of like almost like a divining rod or something like that. Like this is something about this is calling to you, and even through the stasis of everything that's happened to you and your patron, even they can feel something's up. That.
Ooh, so it's powerful.
Yeah, very, very.
I want it. Do I want it?
That's not me. That's not my
I feel like
coffee,
I want
mate.
it. If it's familiar, then I would probably go.
Yeah, it's like
straight towards it.
it's like a feeling you've never felt in years because you've been here so long, right? So it's that familiarity that makes you interested in it. All right, what would Vadok do if he thinks he's dead?
I think he's almost at peace.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
I didn't see that coming.
It's all Mammy's fault.
He's very much. Vadok is the type of
So
person.
you think Mammy just killed you?
Well, yeah.
Oh fuck!
He doesn't know what's happened. I mean, he's a smart guy, I guess, but
This is beyond
he's never
mortal comprehension.
Never understood anything like this.
That he thinks he just got Sirius blacked through that fucking veil.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think at the moment Vadok just goes blank and he kind of
just
almost in a state of deep meditation.
Do you want to make it? Do you want to?
Are you
just gonna exist in this?
At this point, yeah, I think he is. Like it's almost as if he sees everything that's just happened flash before his eyes. Like he sees Maria. I mean, he wonders if he goes to an afterlife. Is there an afterlife? Will he get to see her grow up?
Will he ever build her a mech?
Yeah. Does he ever get plate armor? But yeah, I think he's almost. Yeah, he thinks he deserves this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Probably does.
Yeah.
If Vadok's just living in this, I'll move on to someone else.
Yeah.
All right. Vadok embraces the void.
George, leave the table.
Well, so through literal experience, you didn't come through something like this,
But it's similar.
but the method in which this thing transports someone is the same. That same feeling of when you first arrived yourself
It's in front of me.
Yeah, it's in front of you and it's growing. So like this feeling and this energy is starting to swell.
Okay, so I want it. Like me wanting it?
Well, I guess so. The physical want isn't there, but there's something about this doorway is reacting with you think.
Okay.
And you feel this energy start to pulsate from it. Make an Arcana check.
18.
Yeah, this is getting exponentially more powerful by the fucking second.
Do I want to run?
Well, the last time that this kind of energy burst happened, it was quite devastating, so you may want to get behind something.
Okay.
Yeah. As you kind of make this check, you see the doorway start to dissolve away. And this black smoke starts to pour out. And you can see this black cosmic sky straight through it. And it's like infinite in depth.
Fuck, I don't know if I want to win it.
Chelsea's not embracing the void.
Chelsea, yeah. By contrast, Chelsea is doing the exact opposite. Devoid of her god's devoid of her god's warm embrace, seeing her follower and dear friend.
So Chelsea can't feel Yondalla.
Religion check.
Scene.
Nat 1.
Welcome to the club, baby. That's 2 nat 1s at the beginning of season 3, bro.
That's all.
That was like a legit Nat 1.
Well, that's almost the thing. How can you feel anything from a god when the god is devoid itself? Like, there's nothing there, no trace of energy.
So even with a Nat 1, Chelsea is just like nothing. She's like no need to. It's like.
Yeah, it's like the dead line on the heartbeat monitor. Chelsea can't even maybe she thinks it's the panic settling in. Like she knows something's wrong. She can't place it. Right now, she can't reach out to Yondalla.
Yeah.
I mean, she could be trying to answer back, but with that check, you don't know.
Yeah, Chelsea is like nothing as far as she's concerned. She's just like. What is happening? She's like freaking out.
Through your spins and rotations in this
she's
void.
got a bad hangover.
Well, there's Chelsea's just like I said. There's no gravity.
Give me?
I mean, like I said, there's no gravity, so you can't really feel this sensation.
Just like in space.
They're just like in space.
You've
been to space.
Yeah,
right?
space.
You've been to space.
Chelsea has.
What's lighting this? Sconces?
Oh shit! Chelsea catches a glimpse of something through like the rotations when she's like just trying to get a response from Berta.
Yeah.
You see like a little bit of movement and the glint of like a barrel. You recognize it to be the bad news barrel.
It's my gun.
Oh, like the barrel of a gun.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, imagine like a Donkey Kong barrel.
That says bad news.
That's like the bad. Yeah. So it's the barrel of the bad news. And then you see the barrel kind of glint in the star, and then like a large kind of object swirl around it.
Like an orc?
Like an orc.
Yeah.
Get it?
It's like just, Chelsea, is it within reach? Can Chelsea like...
Not really.
Like maneuver?
But you see just a strand of rope.
Yeah.
Kind of quickly reeling in right to your side.
Well, Chelsea grabs onto the rope.
Sleight of hand.
8.
It's pretty easy, but yeah.
Yeah. She grabs a rope.
Yeah, she grabs the rope and immediately just gets pulled.
It's a snake!
Yeah,
She's holding on to Birdo, by the way.
Yeah. I picture like
she's got her legs wrapped around
she's
her.
like clenching. She's like clenching the screaming. She's clenching the screaming orc.
Yeah.
As she's like kind of being pulled towards the source of this thing. You kind of feel like a separation of something physical trying to push you and Berta apart. And it's old One Eye in the little pouch.
Oh, that motherfucker! I totally forgot about
the little trying
little sludge. What you see is Berta's starting to grow black and blistery, but this guy on the pouch is growing bigger. And then you see him like starting to grow another eye.
Oh wow!
And his beak's kind of like everything's like all silent as well for him, but he's like writhing and his tentacles are going everywhere. His beak is like open with like a wild scream as well. But you see like another eye growing, and he's growing a little bit, and it's kind of pushing you guys apart a little bit. Not enough to like separate you, but like it's a bit of like just a soft push at this point. And
Chelsea's like, what?
Yeah,
sees like these eyes go just like.
Yeah, he's looking around, and then he locks eyes with you.
Oh, aggressively?
With panic.
I'm not there.
Yeah.
Like these, like like eyes when they're really freaking out. They're kind of like darting about and shaking a little bit. He's doing that.
Chelsea can't do much besides like hold onto this rope and then hold onto Berta.
Yeah. Yeah. So this.
She tries to call out to what she assumes is Jace with the big barrel. It's nothing.
You call out, and there's just that nothing coming out again. You feel your voice kind of like almost like your throat's about to bleed, but there's still no sound. And then you feel a thud.
Oh. From
Jorvik, you feel a thud. Ooh. And you turn around.
Are we on the ground now?
No. You've bumped into each other.
Oh, shit!
Micah, you want to go bomb?
So... George, check the framing. Yeah, you two bump into each other, and that's like the first thing you've felt this whole time. Like the sensation of touch has come back, but only when you two have bumped into each other.
Touch your face. Oh, what? Say it again?
The sensation of touch is back.
Yeah. So I couldn't feel.
That's why you felt the thud. So you felt Chelsea's body just go onto you, and that's the first thing you felt. Even though like
still tied up.
Yeah, you and Mammy are just like bundled together like a little dwarven package. Yeah, Chelsea, you bump into them, and then you see Jorvik react to this.
Yeah.
You can't hear each other. Mammy's still.
Chelsea's like...
Berta's still
Is
screaming.
Berta physical?
Yeah, so it's like you're grabbing like something, but your hands are numb. But when you touch Berta, when you touch Jorvik, you can feel him.
Chelsea kisses you. She's like...
Does she notice that we're tied up?
Chelsea sees that you're tied up with him, really close. He's like... And she gets the rope and ties herself really close.
Chelsea's ass cheek is
She's like, good idea.
Jace is still...
Get him!
With like a giant starfish with legs at the moment.
Can I do something?
Do you tie Berta to yourself as well? Like, or you
yeah,
Berta.
She's well,
he's like weightless in this, by the way. Like anyone who doesn't you like touch and move around is like weightless.
Yeah.
In this.
Am I free to move around? Am I still
bundled? I mean, did you do that?
Or did you just tie?
No, I just tied myself to. I'm free.
So you're still a bundled dwarf package,
but you got Chelsea tied and Berta tied to you.
And now you got a half elf with you, and an orc,
and a growing thing.
You can feel
George's tomb.
You can feel that too.
I kind of like do that towards Jace, and I go.
Chelsea's like. Chelsea's like.
I do that Southeast Asian mum thing. Go point with my face.
Yeah. I guess Chelsea tries to like grab Jorvik and like pull them over towards.
Yeah. I
guess
make a strength check. I guess.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, my strength actually isn't too bad. 14.
You manage to like use Jorvik as like a big flail. So him and Mammy, you swing around yourself and like. Actually, kind of more like Mjolnir, but with dwarves. So you're just like, I bet there's no sound, and then you just like direct it in the general direction of Jace.
Yeah.
You make it up to Jace. You're kind of going quite fast, so maybe like...
Oh, we just fling ourselves right into him.
Yeah, you fling yourself right into him. You see the bad news coming up.
Catch it with my mouth.
Okay.
We gotta catch it.
Alright, roll a sleight of hand with disadvantage because you don't have hands.
Roll a gag reflex check.
Roll sleight of mouth.
You know how big bad news is?
8 with a disadvantage.
It just like smacks you in the face, and it kind of like just gets caught in the massiff bodies.
Oh, thank Christ!
Like kind of just like a big trowel.
It hits you and shoots Chase.
I bite it.
Yeah, Jorvik's like biting it. He didn't catch it at all, but like the scoop of bodies like manages to catch this thing. Jace hits you next. But similar to Berta, Jace is covered in blisters, and he's smaller physically and writhing.
This is what happens to like
and he's like
supporting cast members.
he's like screaming, but you can't tell if it's pain or panic or something. He's getting smaller and smaller and smaller by the second. You feel Berta get sticky. And Berta's screaming body is starting to contract and get smaller as well.
Pretty sure Chelsea would be used to that.
Not that kind of sticky.
And
Are you sure about that?
and at the same time, Old One Eye is getting bigger again. And you see like some fur start growing out of him, and feathers growing out of him.
Feathers?
And the beak is getting bigger, and the eye is fully formed.
Oh my god.
He's anamorphic.
We're like a homunculus of beaks.
Does Chelsea feel like that him growing is connected to these two being in pain?
You can put this together that this is connected because you're watching both of their movements. While something similar is happening to each of them, it's not him doing it to them.
Yeah.
You gather. You think it might be something to do with them existing in this space, but that makes you question, why is it not happening to all of you?
Yeah.
Because they're not top build cast.
I've seen this film. The orc dude dies first.
Chelsea wants to see if there's some kind of exit.
Yeah,
There's
perception.
a green exit sign.
Perception or Arcana on this one.
Can I help?
There's a dude going like this.
Yeah.
Chelsea, are you just kind of looking yourself, or are you signaling to someone? Because Jorvik said, "Can I help?"
Signal to Jorvik.
How do you do that?
Okay, he did this. He means look.
Oh, yeah. All right. One check with advantage. Choose who does it.
Well, what check is it?
Percepi or Arcana.
Natural.
Oh.
Natural. First one of the chapter.
That's it, baby! Fuck all these ones, bro! We're gonna do the 20s all the way, bro!
Oh, fuck! You see the silhouette of a body,
Oh, that's
motionless, and you kind of squint a bit harder, and you see the glint of the armor and this greenish grey skin of Vadok's body, lying motionless in the void.
I like headbutt Chelsea and then point that way.
You Mjolnir again?
He's like,
Alright, do another.
Mjolnir.
Alright, yeah, you like Mjolnir the rest of you up there.
Mjolnir, wherever you are.
Chelsea's like, I got this.
What?
And this is just Chelsea in her head.
Internal monologue.
This is like, oh, it's weightless. All I'll do is fling people at other things, then we get there. Doi. Thanks, Yondalla, for that thing. And she just
doesn't
picks
respond.
you up. It's like, throws you up.
That means
Grabs
great
her.
Mammy as well.
Yeah, she grabs you up, throws you up. Whoa, right up at it.
And then,
And
yeah,
then she's like, then it goes off, and then she's like,
the group of bodies go. Chelsea gets tugged, kind of like behind it.
she's got that.
And then, Mammy, you feel a thud. You feel Mammy react. You.
I start licking him.
Do I feel the wetness?
No. That's Vadok. You feel a thud, and you start. You don't. You can't really feel momentum in this, but you kind of like feel behind you, and you feel like a mess of arms and legs and something sticky. And then you realize, you kind of look around you, and the stars are slowly moving past you as well now. And rather than being completely still in this place, you're now moving in the void.
Yeah, Vadok's not happy.
In a world of imagination.
Vadok was just in peace.
What do you do?
Vadok is gonna look around him. I assume that I can see that it's these guys now.
Yeah, you kind of flip over. And you see the mess of people you call family, and you see like Berta's gear strapped to this fucking blob. It's like twitching and growing like small tiny appendages, but they're all wrong and twisting. And then you see Jace's gear starting to shrink on something as well.
So Jace is connected to all these guys as well?
Yeah, Jace is a cum.
He's like covered in grey blisters and shrinking.
Vadok's gonna try and grab this weird mix thing, which is one eye that he doesn't realise.
When you're touching these guys as well, you get the sensation of touchback.
I look around, do I see anything? Any kind of other light other than stuff?
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah, 18.
So you're like looking for a way out, right? You're trying to feel the aether and make sense of the void and the chaos, or even lack of chaos in here. And what you find instead is this weight in your pocket radiating this energy.
I reach for the stone.
You reach for the stone. You pull out the gem in Torak's crown. And you kind of hold it up, and you look past it, and it's almost like it's pointing like a straight line towards a piece of missing night sky.
I grab the rope that's attached to everyone. I quickly grab Jace's long bow. I attach the rope to an arrow, and I fire it towards the hole.
Hold on, that sounded... What? Say that again?
I've just connected the rope that's tied everyone together to an arrow, and I'm firing it through the hole, so the motion is just going to pull us.
Oh, okay.
That's so cool.
Yeah, alright. Make a ranged attack.
Dude, you'd be strong to do that. Ah, well, we're weightless.
You're weightless.
Because we're in space.
14.
Yeah, you fire, and it does the job. It drags you guys all the way to this thing, but you're just slightly off. But as you get closer and closer, this little piece that's missing is staying the same size, but it's approaching you. So like the perspective is just not making sense to you, but it's like it's coming towards you faster and faster, almost at about an arm's length away.
Reach for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, with the stone. I try to put it in the missing piece.
Alright. You reach out, and the stone like slots in perfectly, and the seam... No, there is no seam.
It's seamless.
It's seamless.
Unlike our show.
Yeah, you reach out, and the stone slots in seamlessly, and you stop. Every piece of momentum you had becomes nil, as you just get held in place. And then the low hum starts, and everything starts shaking. Mammy takes a breath and comes back, and all your senses come back to you at once. Your sound,
My tongue is dry.
your sound and your voices start coming back all at once
So you're
together.
wet.
You can hear each other.
Berta, what?
Berta's muffled screams become just a small spherical blob.
Oh man, I've been licking you so
just like
long.
Mammy's got a visible erection.
you see like one eye and like a hand sticking out, like a tiny, like the little Deadpool hand he has when he gets his arm cut. It's like a little grey, blistery Deadpool arms like sticking out, and something similar has happened to Jace. Jace is probably like a slender, like oval version of this thing, and he's got like just a foot sticking out and like a mouth.
That's fucking freaky.
Yondalla, help him.
Meanwhile, this thing that's growing has like grown a fucking like canine leg.
What the fuck? I pick up the bad news.
Fuck, I don't know if I want to go in it. I'll hide.
Roll an insight check.
6.
6? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Fuck. Look, you're not sure, but if memory serves right, a giant wave of energy is about to come out of this thing.
It's gonna come out. Okay,
Yeah. No, this is like very similar to the first time you came. Not through this thing, but it's about to like send out a massive wave all across the plane.
Send out, okay. Fuck, I don't know if I want to
Hide.
I'm gonna run right back down this mountain.
You've probably got 20 seconds.
All right.
Pick up the bad news.
Yep, sling it on my back.
Yeah, cool. A light just starts very slowly opening up. A seam in this void starts shining through, like a pinpricks of like white light, and it starts taking shape into a door until the whole doorway is just one bright like retina burn of light. While you guys aren't moving, it starts approaching you very quickly.
I'm gonna not a curse. I'm gonna grab my wings out.
Your wings? Like
your
your
wings out.
What are you, by the way?
I am a protector asthma. Four.
Ah, cool. So you're gonna, is this like a racial thing you're using?
Yep.
Alright, sweet. So, what's this look like? Like, what are your wings and your celestial radiant soul look like?
Cool. It's gonna be like a blue silver light that just like will cover me, like an aura glowing. And my wings will sprout. They're not actual wings like feather. They're
like made of like light or something like that. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, like Jack, the game Jack. You know when you get wings.
Yeah, I absolutely
literally
know.
like that.
Yeah, so you can see on this map here, there's kind of two little white ruined walls. You think that might?
Pillars.
Yeah. You think that might be probably pretty adequate at this point.
To hide behind them.
It's probably like desk height, right? You could probably like get down and
run. I'm gonna run to fly. Sorry, fly.
You fly over there? Yeah. You just like dash, fly, and then duck under this thing. All right, sweet. You feel this wave of just massively alien arcane energy just echoes out across the ocean, and you see the shockwave go all across the land. Yeah, there's a huge rumble and a low hum, and the shockwave goes out like all the way across. Fucking Ben.
And I'm like, oh god. Oh, come on.
Look, well,
the door fucked.
Well played.
Oh no, Alfred, you was right at me.
Oh god. You're trapped, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah, sit in your prison.
The timing of that.
That's what he was waiting for.
I was holding on, I'm like, come on. Please!
The door rumbles and then farts. You fuck. So I've basically gone up to it. I've had an investigation to see if anyone's been here, how old this thing is.
Yeah.
Checked like its energy. I kind of like just not ever touched it because I can feel its power.
Yeah. You kind of check the area around for tracks and stuff like that, and then you felt the magic coming out of this thing. It was just exponentially growing. And then it sends a shockwave out just as you're diving over this thing. Yeah. And you look up like behind you from where you came.
I'm gonna say like my wings sprout. Like I feel like there's like fuck, something's coming. My wings sprout and pull me back.
Oh, that's
I know
so
exactly
cool.
where I've been, so I like pull back.
And so yeah, you go behind this thing. This wave echoes out. You see the whole landscape kind of like wave and winds, and all the way back to your settlement, like where the mountain kind of curves over it. You see this shockwave and dust just kick up from miles away, and then you hear some voices. And
stand behind that.
And then you feel a thud on the ground, and you smell like salty sea air, and a wind in the air.
Well, I think we've landed in this world. Vadok's gonna stand up and just look at what's in front of him.
Yeah. I want to look.
Flip that map over, because that's what you see.
Is this water?
That's all ocean and water. This area is this kind of bluff you're on right now. This big seaside spire, I guess, is about 100 foot on this plateau. And then, well, that's the northern end. You're on the most northern end. You're looking south.
Wait, yeah?
Yeah, you're up just at the foot of the doorway, and you've come out and fallen across. And then there's wind and sea breeze and it's a bit windy, and the skies are like kind of grey and dark, and you're looking out over towards away from the sea. You see this lush forest stretching very far, and on kind of the east side there is this like chalky, dusty looking mess that is just scarring the landscape.
So like the elephant graveyard from Lion King.
I guess so, kind of, yeah. It's like almost as white and
it's like bleached coral, kind of.
Yeah, it's like bleached coral and bone, and
that's the Great Barrier Reef.
soon to be Great Barrier Reef color. Yeah, and it's just this chalky mess, kind of like it's leaching into the forest, and the other side has kind of like a rocky mountain range in the distance as well, and you kind of see this curved rock feature overshadowing some stuff in the distance.
Is there a ranger check I can do to gain any bearings, or like see if I know where the fuck we are, like we're an island yard?
When you say ranger check,
well, can I do a type of check that might allow me to do?
So like a nature check,
like
just on the surroundings, or
yeah, let's do that.
You're like looking at the trees and looking at the landscape, being like, have I come across this kind of stuff before?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Would you say we're in mountain or grasslands?
Neither.
Cool. That's a natural 20.
Is it actually? Okay, this is hard.
Jorvik just stands up and goes, "We're not in Kansas anymore."
Oh, I wanted to make that joke so bad!
You can. But you have to be like, we're not an island yard anymore.
No, it's not. So Jorvik stands up.
Yeah, leave my joke in.
No, I actually tried to get it.
Oh, fuck!
Hey guys.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh shit! Well, you are not keeping that. We're giving that away.
Yeah, so the wonderful people at Elderwood Academy have given us something to give away to celebrate our season or chapter 3 premiere. So we would love for you guys to like and subscribe and comment and enter the draw to win this awesome dice tower that a normal person can use properly, but I can't.
You rolled a nat 1 in a tray.
I did, yeah.
Just follow the link towards entering the competition, look at the rules, and you may be in the chance to win this lovely piece of woodwork.
Is beautiful.
Or don't, we'll keep it.
Yeah, if none of you want it, I'll find out a way to use it.
Thanks so much.
I didn't mean...
Everything is a dildo if you're brave enough.
Yeah, link down below, guys. Enter and give it a go.
You could win this.
You could be the only person who goes for it.
Alright, I'll do one more. Alright, we'll pop it there.
Hey! Alright, that's lucky now. Enter the competition below. Would you like to join the table?
Oh, hey guys! It's Gandalf.
It's Gandalf the White coming up.
Yeah. Hey, Gandalf.
Lydia's going to join us this season as a guest.
Welcome, Lydia.
Hey, Lydia.
Hey!
Lydia's clapping.
Lydia's going to join us this chapter as a guest for chapter 3, and we'll see how she goes.
So what's happening?
You're on the spot.
Audition.
Mate.
Yeah, she kills that.
Yeah. So what's happening?
Yeah.